You might think that the fruits and vegetables you eat every day are common. However, you will be surprised to learn that the fruits and vegetables you currently consume look different in the past. Humans are responsible for this sense because they have completely changed the taste and appearance of all those fruits and vegetables through experimentation and cultivation. Initially, people did this with good intentions, but over time, they made mistake in the process. Cucumbers. If you ever seen oil cucumbers, I am sure you will think of cactus. That's because oil cucumber look like this in ancient times. They appeared round and had spikes on their surface. Those spikes were roughly about 2 centimeters long and the cucumber wasn't very large. But even more fascinating is the interior of the cucumbers. They contain large seeds, which make this type of cucumbers inedible. Although some people accidentally consume the cucumbers, their body suffered because the cucumbers were toxic. However, due to various scientific experiments and observations, the toxic and spiny cucumbers of ancient times have now become an essential food for humans. Even nowadays, you will see some cucumbers with this kind of spike thing on them, but not like back in the day. Although the cucumbers has completely changed, but these old cucumbers can still be found in various forests. Strawberries. Strawberries are the fruit that scientists initially aimed to improve but accidentally make worse. Strawberries used to be small and prettier in ancient times, and they were even more flavorful than today's strawberries. If everything were as it should be, why did we end up with less tasty strawberries? The answer lies partly in economics. In the past, strawberries were small and quickly attacked by insects, making them less profitable for farmers. As a result, they had to modify strawberries. Present day strawberries may look larger and more attractive, but both their taste and nutritional value have decreased. However, despite those changes, strawberry still hold a special place in the preference of ordinary people. Carrots. Carrot first appeared in Afghanistan around 3000 BC. Although ancient carrots might not have looked exactly today's carrot, they were indeed small and thin. At first, it may seem like plant roots of the tree, but it was the carrot of the time. According to many, those carrots were so bitter that people did not like to eat them. If someone ate this, it almost felt like they were eating the plant's root. In ancient times, carrots were usually white and purple in color. However, modern carrots are orange. So, what's the mystery behind the color sense? Some people believe that Dutch peoples in Europe during the 1600s created orange colored carrot from the original white ones. But this information is a myth. Even before 1600s, orange colored carrot existed. Over time, the color and shapes of carrots naturally changed, and due to human care, they have become sweet and delightful to eat. Eggplants. If you see this thing in a bush or forest, you might initially think it's a tomato, but you might be wrong. That's because ancient eggplants used to look like this. They were round, yellow, and white. It is called eggplant in English because of this round white color. Even white eggplants are not seen nowadays, but long white eggplants are still available. In ancient time, those eggplants are just beautiful because they were so bitter that no one ate them. Instead, they were primarily used for various medicinal purposes. Thanks to time and people, eggplants were grown taller and tastier to eat. Nowadays, even if you search, you wouldn't easily find yellow eggplants because currently most eggplants are dark purple. Tomatoes. Many people enjoy eating tomatoes. In the past, tomatoes were not as large and red as they are today. Rather, they were usually much smaller in size, and at first glance, no one would think they were tomatoes. At that time, tomato looked white with a slightly greenish hue. However, over time, through experimentation and selective breeding, those small peel tomatoes transform into the red cherry tomatoes we know today. Farmers have shaped them into various shapes due to the current demand and preference. Due to the continuous evolution of tomatoes, their nutritional content has decreased. Even though it contains less nutrition than before, ordinary people still include in their daily meals because the vitamin C in tomatoes help to brighten your skin. Bananas. Banana is also a fruit that humans have modified a lot. Due to the large number of seeds in bananas, they are very hard. You cannot eat those bananas even if you wanted to. There is nothing edible in those bananas because the whole banana full of seeds. Due to the hardness and large number of seeds, some tribal people cooked it over the fire and ate it. So, how did the banana become like this? Farmer eventually combined two type of bananas, Musa acuminata and Musa balbisiana, to create the new variety we know today. Those bananas have very few seeds and are very sweet to eat. Due to the high genetic variation in bananas, even though there are different variety of bananas, they all taste almost the same. Watermelons. Watermelon is a favorite fruit for many during the summer. It is so ancient that even Egyptian pharaohs love to eat it. In ancient times, watermelon were not as red as they are now. They were filled of seeds. They had seeds as well as various designs, which are not seen in modern watermelons. You might not know this, but the watermelon of that time were not as sweet as the ones we have today. Instead, they were bitter. Take a look at this ancient image. Watermelons were exactly the same in ancient times as you see here. Of course, today's watermelon are sweet and vibrant red, and the number of seeds is significantly reduced. Sweet corn. Before we discuss corn, take a look at this image. You might notice an unfamiliar fruits and seeds here, but you will be surprised to know that this is what corn looked like thousands of years ago. Corn did not transform overnight. It took enough amount of time. The first and this type of corn was called teosinte. Later a kind of corn known as primitive corn was invented, which have a higher number of corn kernels. As the time passed, we eventually arrived at modern corn, the variety we currently consume. In ancient times, a single corn typically had 10 to 12 kernels, but today's corn contains thousands of kernels. Avocados. Avocado is one of the most popular foods in today's time. People enjoy it various ways. Some spread it on toast, while others include it in their breakfast. However, there are still many individuals who prefer traditional avocado over modern ones. The traditional avocado look quite different. This type of avocado looks like a small apple, and most of it is inedible because it has a large seed inside. Modern avocado have undergoing quite a transformation. They appear larger and contain much more edible fruit. The skin of the old avocado was very thick and hard. So much sharper tools were need to cut the fruits back then. Cabbage. You all know about cabbage. At some point in your home, this vegetable has been cooked. You will probably aware that cabbage is entirely leafy, meaning it consists solely of leaves and nothing else. But did you know that cabbage also produce flowers? Yes, once upon a time, cabbage plants bore flowers alongside their leaves. Flowers used to look yellow and the cabbage plant then look like an ordinary tree. The surprising part is that there is no similarity between the old cabbage and today's cabbage. While the taste of modern and ancient cabbage may be similar, visually they are completely different. Modern cabbage has many leaves resulting in a single vegetable, whereas in ancient times people would harvesting leaves from cabbage plants. Many fruits and vegetables have changed over time, but cabbage has transformed the most. Modern mangoes. In our country, when we cut open the mangoes that we are grown, we find the seed inside. However, the people of China have created a type of mango that does not contain mango seeds. And even if one of the mango has a seed, it will be very small. This type of Chinese mango is called modern mango and it is so much sweeter than normal mangoes. To make french fries, we need potatoes. However, in ancient times, potatoes weren't as large as they are now. They were quite small, but modern farmers cultivated larger potato varieties. Similarly, apples were smaller in past, but nowadays apples are much bigger and sweeter. Not only the vegetables and the fruits we talked about in this video have changed. Many other fruits and vegetables existed in ancient times, appearing quite different from their modern counterparts. If you are curious, you can explore more about those fruits and vegetables on Wikipedia or other websites. Over time, everything has changed, and we hope you will subscribe to our channel for more delightful content. We look forward to seeing your beautiful face again. Thank you.